I had a dream this morning that I was at my parents' house and I was backing up in their driveway with my Eclipse, my Mitsubishi Eclipse that was the cool old kind from 1990. And it had these really expensive wheels on it and low profile tires, and it was like a race car that I had when I was a teenager. And for some reason I was driving that and I backed out and parked kind of like on the edge of the road and doing like I always do nowadays, but for some reason I had that car and I was doing like I always do nowadays, and I went and cleaned up their like sticks and stuff that I saw in the gutter of where the water runs through under their driveway. I was picking up sticks and throwing in the trash and stuff. And the neighbor was acting sexy and stuff and being loud and talking really loud and everything, like all I was doing is just doing stupid things. And she was acting sexy and everything, even though she was like 15 or 20 years older than me, and acting like she had a skinny body and looked good and everything. And I wasn't doing any of that sort of stuff, just like doing things, picking up sticks. And then all of a sudden I looked over at my car, not over, I hate saying the word over, it's like my life is over or something if I say that, I'm afraid to ever say it. And I looked over and I saw my car and it started rolling away, like down the street, could have wrecked into something, so I had to jump in the passenger side. Somehow I managed to jump in the passenger side, started having to steer at first because it was going so fast I couldn't just slam on the brakes, so it wouldn't wreck into something. I had to steer it and went way down the road, and then somehow I leaned over or put my hands on the gas, or pushed on the brakes, and the car wasn't on, and I didn't know how to turn it on, and so it was really hard to press on the brakes, and somehow I barely stopped, and it went into this person's driveway, this other house, this like new house I hadn't seen before, and it stopped right in their driveway, like on the edge of their driveway, right before smashing into this thing. And I stopped it just in time and nothing went wrong, and I was stopped it right in this person's driveway, and I got out, I put it in park, and I got out from the passenger side, and there was some girl there, like some, like, you know, pretty young woman, and she said hey and started talking to me, and I thought, and I just, since it was a dream, I went along with it, and I didn't know who it was, and since it was a dream, I just went along with her, and we went out somewhere fun, and we went driving, and then I carried her into some place and put her down, and then she started talking to some guy that was like her age, because she was younger than me, and I said, oh no, here we go again. This some young girl that has some guy that she likes her own age or something like that. And I don't know what it was, but I woke up from the dream, and it was like, what's gonna happen next? And it was like waking up. It wasn't, instead of feeling good and happy that I met some girl, that was pretty or something, some woman that was pretty that finally cared about me. That was like totally by chance, like maybe, and instead of being happy about it, I was devastatedly sad and just thought I just want to be with Danica, and I had to try to force myself and hold myself back from the idea of getting to like be close to her or kiss on that girl or something, one of those things that people do, like a guy thinks they're cool if some pretty girl comes up to him. I had to force myself to not think that she was good looking or something like that, and then think about being with Danica, and then Danica didn't want to be with me at all, and I got a clear, but right after I woke up, I got the clear thought. It's like, yep, Danica's gonna know because we're psychically connected. And I got the thought, hi Johnny, or hi Johnny, or hi John, from Danica. And I said back, like in my thoughts, hi, but it came out like the troll from her film, from the short film, from your film, Danica, if you're watching, maybe this is just for you. Dear Nan Og, and it was terrible. I don't want to be the troll. Like, I'm a good guy, like a really good guy. I can be very attractive. I can get an amazing health and shape, when I'm feeling happy. I'm in okay shape as it is now. Been depressed all morning for like 7 hours since I woke up like this. So sad, just really depressed, really bad, crying. Not knowing how to go on ever since then. It's been about 7 hours I've been awake since then, and it's just not good feeling. It's not good feeling, and I don't know what to do. I don't have a family anymore. I started missing Rowan. Started thinking of this horrible anxiety thought about him, like doing something, becoming a bad person because he doesn't see that he can be good and you don't have to be bad. I don't know if he understands or not, because he got the wrong idea from me back when I was an idiot, and I had the wrong idea about trying to like put money first and stupid stuff like that breaks up whole families and ruins things. And I got so sad, and I've been sad for hours today. I'll tell you how long. It's 11:11 right now. I've been awake since like before 5 or about 5, just after 5. It was after 5 when I woke up. So that's 6 hours. It wasn't 7 hours, it's like 6 hours. Constantly devastated and sad, crying and crying. Going from that to looking up suicide on the internet. Not saying I would kill myself, but just looking it up. And just feeling horrible, like really bad. And I don't want to be a bad influence on my children. And this whole place is in disarray. At one point I opened up this tripod, like the coolest, nice tripod I finally had. I had this shitty one for the longest time, years I was filming on this with it, and then finally the top of it broke. So I got this really cool one. I have a heavy duty one in there, a filmmaking tripod in there, like a heavy duty one. But this is a light one. Yeah, it's pretty light. I can carry it around. It extends to above the height of your head. And I don't know what to say. I don't feel that good. I've been crying like all day. I don't feel that good. I probably look older. I've got 2 sweatshirts on. The cat's sitting over here. This is the happiest I've felt all morning. Right now, all of a sudden I feel happy looking at myself in the mirror, filming myself. It's stupid that I'm, because I can see what I look like. Should have a monitor. Should be on a filmmaking camera and have a monitor that I can see myself instead of these dumb selfies. And I can do that. And I look so much older because I've been through so much stress today.
these big coats and stuff on. But I can do that. I can set up a TV monitor and a place to film myself and go there every time to a green screen in my house. If I do that, a lot of effort to clear off a space and to make sure it's properly heated without spending too much money on heat in this big house and this and that and this and that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll set up a green screen in the basement and a TV monitor. Yeah, because I don't watch TV. So I might as well use this TV. Might as well use this TV in here as the monitor. This place is so messy. I was doing videos for so long and it got really far behind, and then I just didn't have the will to go on living. This is the happiest I've felt all day, just filming this video. Because I'm doing something for a video, even though it's like, how on earth am I going to do the work to get this all cleaned up? That's for my kids. I bought a Nintendo Switch. And also because I don't have TV, haven't had TV in 4 years. About 4 years, almost 4 years. I haven't watched TV. 3 years. I think 3 years, yeah. It's been 3 years since I've had TV. So this is the new updated Nintendo I can watch TV on, but I was going to bring it to my children instead. In Texas, if I can make the plane flight all the way there, as depressed as I was. I don't know what to say. My face just doesn't look as good because I didn't shave and I've been sad, depressed and crying. This light on my face looks, he's older. Because the way I've been thinking and everything. It's just awful. Standing up for these older looking people, clicking like on their things to make them feel good about their looks when they age poorly. Just to be nice to them. I don't know what to say. I gotta clean all this stuff up. I don't have the will to go on. I can't even get excited about that tripod as I was opening it. I just started crying and crying and crying. Like, couldn't even get excited that I have a cool new tripod and it comes with this other stuff, this thing to hold an iPhone. I couldn't even get excited about it. As soon as I started opening it up, I just went over here and started crying in the bed. I've been laying in that bed a lot crying. I don't feel very happy. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to die. I'm so worried about my son. I think I'm afraid he could become not as good of a person because the way I was before he left here for not very long, but for like a year or two, I was really bad with some stuff, but I was nice to him. It was like just these people that brainwashed me into thinking that money was better than being kind to others or some horrible thing. It took me years to get over trying to be famous, and it just wouldn't work no matter how hard I worked, and I didn't have the right people in my life to stand up for me. How could I eat that? I don't know what to do. I'll eat it a little later. Maybe it's good vegan food. Tofu with veganase and olive oil and Himalayan salt. Oh man. I couldn't find the tofurkey. I really like getting tofurkey slices and dipping it in veganase. The real veganase with the blue cap that they haven't tried to destroy yet and still tastes good. That the conglomerate still didn't take over. This really good veganase. I love it. I feel like great. The light in the refrigerator doesn't work and it has to have a whole ballast fixed or something, and it just I don't know. I never wanted to learn about that stuff. It's okay. I what to do. Just want to feel happy again. It's hard. This fucking stuff, I have to clean it up, give them new food. I don't feel that happy. It's so messy in here. It would look a lot cleaner if this was all cleaned up. And I don't have the energy to do it when I'm not feeling happy. Listening to Elliott Smith, that made me happier because I realized I'm just as good as he is on guitar. He was on guitar. You know, he had a different style. He had a little different style, but I'm just as good as he is for my style. Sad. And I know that I have songs just as sad as his, just as good and emotional as his. He just had some big budget person promoting it. That's what I would need. That's what I need. Put that energy into it. All these sweatshirts on. All these sweatshirts on. Some crazy. Do I even have anything on under it? Just have 2 sweatshirts with nothing on under it. I don't feel that great. I feel like I look older because I was sad and standing up for older people. And maybe it stressed me out, but I would stand up for, hey, that's all right with me, you know, if they're the right people, but that was nice. It's just how I do sometimes. But I don't know why. I mean, I would stand, not Danica, that's different. That's never the case with Danica. She's pretty and can be pretty no matter what. What the heck is that? What are those doing in there? Frighten me. Oh man, I gotta go. There's an oven, it would be horrible. You'd have to suffer and burn up in there. It'd be the worst ever feeling ever to do that sort of thing. I don't know how I'll go on living. Great, I touched this and it has grease. Just don't think I'm crazy. It looks like it has grease, right? How messy it is. If I could only get happy again. She gets maids. Me and our family have this big mess around. We just couldn't keep up with it. You get maids, right, Danica? Yeah. So, like, my mom refuses to get them, and she saves, like, $30,000 in a year because she won't get maids. Or $10,000 or $20,000. 20 or 30 for how much you and your dad spend, and all the 40,000, 30,000, something like that. I don't get them at all, and I can't keep up after it because I work from home. I'm at home a lot on the internet. It makes a mess. The cat's making more of a mess. Like Al downstairs makes. I'm tired of it. I don't want to talk about that. Bye. I'm so sorry. Please, somebody help me be happy again.